Hi guys, so some exciting news today. Bagpipe is coming back to EN, but this will be her first time in the yellow certificate shop for 180 yellow certificates. And she'll be really good to pull on, and this video will tell you why. Now before we get started on this video, please subscribe to the channel and like this video, it will help out the channel a lot. So now Bagpipe is really good. She's pretty much quintessential to Arknight's metagame. I probably would say even more important than say Silver Ash, and because of one reason, mainly her passive. See her passive, Martial Tradition. Martial Tradition, when this unit is in the squad, as in just in the team, all vanguards get +6 initial SP. Now SP is the like spell points to activate your skills, and what this does is it's really good for your DP generators such as Myrtle and Elysium. What happens is, instead of see this is Myrtle at M3 for her support B. Instead of having a startup of 13 SP, she will instead get actually 19 SP. So when you deploy Myrtle on your team on the map, she will only need 3 more SP to activate her skill. This allows Myrtle to quickly generate her DP for you on the team. So I'll just show you guys a bit of like a comparison with Myrtle and Elysium, another great DP generator without Bagpipe. So here, normally you would drop down your Myrtle, and then you see she's like half bar SP. Elysium has a higher cost, it takes even longer, and then finally Myrtle can quickly generate DP, so you can pop down your other units. Well, you see Elysium here still whittling away very slowly, but now he can. And then you can generate, drop down the other teammates. Drop the full team down. So yeah, so that's Myrtle and Elysium without Bagpipe. Now we will use a team with Bagpipe, and we will see the difference, an increase in power using Myrtle and Elysium. So now you see we'll drop Myrtle, and you see Myrtle's almost full bar, and then she can almost quickly, instantly use her DP generator. Then we can drop Elysium out straight away, and you see Elysium generates his skill 2 much more quicker, and then he can use his, and then you can pretty much drop all your units down straight away. Without the need to wait. So this makes Bagpipe really key and important for most high CC contract teams. And normally if you see the reason why Bagpipe is sometimes just kept on a team and not actually deployed in some CC contract videos, because Bagpipe's effect, passive, it works while she is just in the team. She doesn't need to be deployed on the ground. So sometimes people don't even use Bagpipe, they just keep Bagpipe in the team. But Bagpipe overall is a pretty strong unit as well. Her skill 2 does quite a lot of damage, and her skill 3 makes her like a pseudo guard. She becomes able to block 2, becomes like a pretty super unit with high defense. We can have a look at that later. Now the other point of note is, if you already pulled Bagpipe already, you should pull more copies of her. Why? Because her talent becomes stronger when you pull her at pot 5. Presently, I have her at pot 4. If you get her at pot 5, it improves her second talent. Her second talent, Martial Tradition. And her second talent, when it improves, what happens is, it gets +2 more SP, and it becomes a total of +8. And what this does, it makes Myrtle and Elysium even more effective. If you get +8, pretty much as soon as you drop Myrtle, Myrtle can instantly use her skill 1, and you can deploy DP even quicker. As well as Elysium can also use his skill 2 much quicker. Usually you use skill 2 for Elysium because skill 2 has greater second benefits and can generate DP a lot more. So that's why I recommend, if you already have Bagpipe, you should also pull more copies of her, up to potential 5. So if you are a whale, I would say this is probably the best banner to try to whale on. Although you might get Passenger, but Passenger is actually, he could be decent if you just have 1 copy. We'll go over that later. But normally for Arknights, for most players, I always probably say you should just probably pull 1 copy of each. There's not much reason to say to pull multiple copies. Like if you pull a second copy of Ash, she only gets a DP cost of -1. But Bagpipe is a completely different case. She is just really good. You should actually pull her to pot 5. If you get her a pot 5, only Myrtle, Elysium, or your DP generators generate super quickly DP. So she is absolutely really good to get max pots on. Unlike other units. Other units, you just get some simple DP cost -1. Improved Silver Ash first talent, leader. It's just, yeah, it's very minor. It's not a huge difference. But Bagpipes can be actually quite game breaking. If you see a lot of high CC contracts, some people just have high potential Bagpipes in their games just to get Elysium Myrtle out, quickly deploy out the entire team. And overall, Bagpipe is also a strong unit for herself. Her skill 2 is, it does a lot of damage. It holds 3 charges at M3. She has a very cheap deployment cost. She's very good. Like if you're using Siege, she's sort of an upgrade to Siege, except she doesn't block 2. And then we have skill 3. Skill 3 is just makes her like a guard, a pseudo guard. She can block 2, and her defense and attack goes really high. She just smashes those units and bosses. Just very, very good. Skill 1's a bit, it's average, it's not anything. But most people would use skill 3, because very high difficult content. But if you're just playing casual, like for some basic story stuff, you can use skill 2. Skill 2, from what I know, it does actually more damage than skill 3 at a consistent basis. But skill 3 is much more bursty. So overall, she's also just a really good unit to pull for without considering the martial tradition. But most players pull her just for martial tradition, and sometimes she just kept in the squad and never deployed, just for Myrtle and Elysium shenanigans. Now for free-to-play players, there is a way to get some potentials, max potentials for Bagpipe for free. Presently, there are 2 ways. One is here. You can go to your CC Contract Seeker Sanctuary. What you can do is use your hard-earned points, CC points, and buy 4 Royal Vanguard tokens here. They cost quite a lot, 500 each. This is actually quite achievable, but the only thing is, you're probably during a CC contract season, you're probably gonna forgo all the other resources. You can generate about 2k, I believe, but it will mean you won't have enough to buy out the temporary shop. So there's Royal Vanguard tokens in the permanent shop, so you have quite a bit of time to farm for it whenever you need. So this is one free way to get 1 potential for Bagpipe. See, I already purchased it quite a while ago when I started the game. There's another second way you could get Bagpipe tokens, potentials. The other way is in the shop vouchers. Normally the shop vouchers you're using to buy chip catalysts for your guard chips and your stuff. But they also have a Royal Vanguard token here. 4 of them. I bought them out. So it is quite expensive. It is 720 shop voucher tickets. When I did it, I was quite desperate to get Bagpipe potentials, and I pretty much farmed I think you needed around 3,000 sanity to farm the shop certificates. The shop certificates is around 30 sanity per where is it? It's around 30 sanity, and I believe you get around 40 or 30 shop vouchers. I haven't done these in a while because I haven't been farming these. I've just been getting these vouchers like from daily login bonuses these days. I generally don't see any time I actually need to farm these anymore. But if you're a new player, it will take quite a lot of sanity to get all those tickets, to get all 4 tokens. But this is one free way if you take your time and eventually get it and work towards it. Because once you play this game for a while, there's pretty much not much useful shop vouchers anymore. I mean, I have more than enough chip catalyst, and then you could just spend it on royal tokens. And then you can use that to get another bagpipe potential. Now there is another way, which is distinction certificates. But this way is super expensive. It's just for whales. I suggest you don't do it. You're better off using those certificates for actually buying Bagpipe itself when it comes out. That will be only 180 when Bagpipe comes out. 135 per token, so you need around 400. I could actually get 3 of them now from saving, but it is not worth it. I will not do this unless you're a serious whale. Sure, go ahead. So yeah, there's pretty much 2 good free ways to get 2 potentials for Bagpipe. So I have her at pot 4, so how did I get those other 2 potentials? First one, of course, I rolled for her, but I also picked Bagpipe once in the anniversary, because anniversaries, they will give you those packs. This is not free, but it is very efficient. It's if you can just pick a 6-star. I don't think there is a 6-star pack this anniversary, but previous events, they will always give you a 6-pack selector, and that could be a good way for you to get a guaranteed Bagpipe to increase potential. But yeah, so those are some ways to increase Bagpipe potential. But other than that, you probably should just give this banner a pull. So I feel this banner is at least you should do the first 10 pulls. I personally will do 10 pulls. If I don't get Bagpipe, I'll just buy her from a certificate shop. I wouldn't dive in. Bagpipe is really good in this banner. Passenger is very weak. Mayor, Estine, Han, pretty negligible. You don't really need them. But if you do get Passenger, no, he's not that bad for one reason. His base skill is quite good. He increases your production based on how many power plants you have. So he works with Weedy if you have Weedy. So that's like I don't want to go too deep into it, but he's quite good in a base skill. Like, yeah. So Passenger is not all too bad, but I wouldn't probably dive in too much of like doing 40 pulls or this banner if you're free to play. So that's this video about Bagpipe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, or help out the channel a lot. Thank you.